I'd like to give you an introduction to LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a professional networking site that it runs on its own CMS. It's a customized content management system. To get started, you will create an account and you're going to go ahead and enter your first name, your last name, email address, a password, and you click Join Now. If you already have an account, you'll just basically enter your information here to log in. Now, when you log into your site, generally it will take you to the activities page where you can see other people that you're interacting with and messages and information of things that they're willing to share with people. But today I want to sit down and focus on the profile and setting up a profile. Part of your content management system rubric grade is the creation of a LinkedIn profile. And in the rubric, I've laid out what I expect from you. If you take a look at the profile, we'll take a look at what's in a profile to begin with, and then we'll go ahead and discuss how to edit it and things like that. You can see here at the top, you have a spot for your picture, your name, your current position, location, and type of job classification that you have. You have a spot for connections. That's the number of people that you're connecting with and interacting with. And then you have a spot for your LinkedIn profile that's a public profile. Underneath that, there is a spot for activity. This is where you can go ahead and list things that you're currently doing and interact with other people in your network. And you can see here that I have a post that's for my 4-9-13 afternoons class Google Analytics project. I've gone ahead and put a post up here on LinkedIn so that people can go and generate data for their project. So I'm energizing my network to try and steer traffic to their sites. Below that is a spot for your background. Here I've chosen to put my executive summary into my background so people in a very quick summary fashion can get a sense of who I am professionally. Below here is where you begin to put your experience. And you can go ahead and just draw on your resume and lay out what you've done. And you can see here I'm with my services here at OCB, and it continues through other things that I have done. You'll notice that inside the area I also have recommendations embedded. You can get your connections to write recommendations for you, and then they can go ahead and forward them to you. You can choose to make them public, and they are associated with the job that you had worked with that individual on. Another feature that you can do inside LinkedIn, if you have materials that are multimedia and you wish to embed them inside a job classification, you can reference it. So here within my photo company, I've gone ahead and laid out examples of work that I have done. If people click on it, they can then go ahead and look at some of the examples as part of my portfolio to see the work that I have created. Below your experiences, you have a spot to continue to develop specialized things that you've accomplished in your career. Under projects, you can take special things that you've done and showcase them. So you can go ahead, give a short description, the time frame that you've done it. You can also link to other people in LinkedIn that actually worked with you on the project. So if you look here, you'll see I have a project that's called Paint Out Loud. I have the date that I worked through the project, a short description. I also can link to the LinkedIn member that I interacted with on this so that people can see their profile and see how we are connected. If you click on the actual project name, you'll see that it's a link. When people click on that link, then they can go out to the actual media sites, either that are saved or on the internet. In this case, it goes to Neil Hamilton's page where I had done all the photography work, and people can see examples of my work in real time. Underneath that is a certifications area where if you have specialized certificates, licensures, you can go ahead and list those. Below we have an area called skills and expertise. You have the ability to list your skill sets and have your connections then endorse you saying, yes, this person does indeed know what they're talking about in this area. And so not only can people take a look at what the skills are, you'll notice that you get a list of the people who are actually endorsing you. You'll see under educational technology, I have 32 endorsements for educational technology. If you click on the 32, you'll actually see all 32 profiles of the people that are endorsing me for that. And so people can interact, maybe write and communicate on your behalf about inquiring of your skill set. Below is an area for your education, your additional interests and side hobbies and things to get a more rounded approach to you. You can add contact information for your website and your CMMS website below. There's a place for honors and awards, organizations you're part of, a specialized area for recommendations where they are summarized, a place for people to see your connections. LinkedIn has a number of groups that you can also join where you can follow people with like interests and interact and develop your network. People that you're following, news that you're following, and finally companies that you're following where you can see what the companies are actually doing. Now that we have gone ahead and seen an overview of our profile, let's take a look at how we can start and set it up. Go to Profile, click on Edit. You're going to see the page change. The CMS now moves into editing mode, and you'll see that there are places to click and add your picture. There are these little pencil areas here. If you click on the pencil, it actually opens up the box and it allows you to edit that basic information. Anywhere that you see a pencil, you can click and edit your content. You also have an area here to click and add video images. You can use this arrow to drag and rearrange. So if I want background above activity, I can just drag it up and rearrange my profile the way that I would like it to see. I can add any links and I can upload files, add positions. You'll see that as you go down through, it repeats the process everywhere, and you can go ahead and add your content and go through. Now, as you begin to work with your CMS page here on LinkedIn, I am going to ask you today to set up a shell. You're going to start and try and add as much of your material as possible. You may not finish it all today, and that's fine. This is something that I'm going to ask you to work ongoing with across the next 7 sessions. You may have a period of time where you're uploading data. While you're waiting for that to happen, you can come over here and work on your LinkedIn profile and continue to develop it. Also, this is something that you're going to come back to on a regular basis and update. As you get new skills and you progress through the program, you want to come back and update your LinkedIn profile. Your CMS site, your LinkedIn profile are going to be working as a team. People can go ahead and come to LinkedIn and find you through searching and get additional ways to hook up with Google Analytics, and then your LinkedIn profile can direct them to your CMS profile and vice versa. So it's a way for you to go ahead and have more places for people to find you. And it's really important and valuable that you take the time to set this up with that in mind. If you have any questions, please drop me an email and go ahead and get started.